for Arkansas. Stephen, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Have you done an event like this before?
Not on this scale. The enthusiasm for President Trump this election cycle is some of the highest level of enthusiasm I've seen at any time in my political career.
I mean, it's almost like the COVID epidemic or pandemic has, made these types of things possible. We might not have done this before without that.
Right.
So at least something's good come out of it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the mask mandate?
My position was I felt it should be a voluntary and not a mandate. When it was voluntary, all the elected officials, we could encourage it and move in one direction. When the governor mandated it, it created a split between those who think it should be forced and those who think no, it's a violation of our individual liberties and that people should have the right to choose what's best for their particular circumstance.
And are y'all any closer to it going away here in Arkansas? I don't feel like we're any closer in Texas.
No, the numbers have been going up, and unfortunately, I think we're to the point with the virus that unless a cure is found or the virus naturally wanes, that at some point, like the flu, all of us are going to have to deal with it eventually. We pray that it goes away naturally on its own, but if it doesn't, unfortunately, I fear it's something that we may have to learn to live with long term.
Right. Can you fill me in a little bit about what I read about on the page, about what you supported?
Oh yes. The Arkansas law allows the governor to issue a state of emergency for so many days. After that state of emergency, he can issue it a second time for an additional 45 days. And then after that, the law becomes silent as to whether he has the authority. The governor has assumed he's had that authority, so he continues to reissue the state of emergency. And overall, I think our governor's done a good job. He has not gone to the extremes that some of the governors in other states have gone to, but at the same time, the law gives the director of the Department of Health so many broad powers. It's almost like if he wanted to, he could become a dictator, and it takes away the voice of the people's elected representatives. And I think that as the people's elected representatives, we need to have a say so that our constituents can have a say in the decisions that are being made.
All right, it's nice to see people stand up for what they believe in.
Yes, you bet.
Do you have any advice for regular people on what they can do to get involved?
Get informed. Well, definitely go out and vote. And then get involved in some of the local campaigns. Everyone's enthused for Trump, and rightfully so, but we also got to make sure we get our congressional candidates reelected, our senators, and then down on the state level and local level, those are the races that you can influence the most. And if it's something just as simple as going to the polling place, grabbing a sign for your favorite candidate and waving at voters as they come in, those little things long term can make a difference.
Okay, that sounds like great advice. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Hey guys, we're here with Jason Rayford, Arkansas State Senator. Could you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with this event today?
Well, first of all, I actually was at the inauguration for Donald Trump in 2016, or actually I guess it was 2017 was the inauguration. But we've been supporting Donald Trump. I believe that he actually is the man for the hour for this country. Politicians, career politicians, have actually almost ruined the nation. That's part of the reason that I ran for public office. When I ran in 2010, Donald Trump came along after that, and I'm very proud to support him. And I know a lot of people get upset sometimes with the way Donald Trump may say something. But you know what? We're looking for a real leader. And I just tell people this year, if you want jobs, vote for Donald Trump. If you want mobs, vote for Joe Biden. I mean, that's really what it amounts to. Donald Trump has absolutely fulfilled every single promise that he made to the American people. And that is everything that he was able to get done, but the Democrats didn't stop him from doing that. But when you think about it, we had one of the best economies that we've ever had in the history of this country. African Americans had the lowest unemployment they've ever had in recorded history. Hispanics had the lowest unemployment that we've ever had in recorded history. Even in my own state of Arkansas, where we are today, lowest unemployment that we had recorded in modern history. So I'm very proud of this spontaneous Trump rally that's come together here today. And I just want to brag on Bronson Martin. Bronson, come over here just a minute, man. I want to thank you for doing this. And as a matter of fact, I think we're going to speak here in a little bit. I've got a little something special for Bronson. But, Bronson is an example of the kind of people that we want to see. He said he's never done this type of thing before, but what he knows is that we've got to do things we've never done before because the Democrats have been taken over by socialists. And what they are wanting to do with this country is going to threaten jobs for Bronson and his family, for people in our community, threaten our way of life, and we can't allow that to happen. And so I'm proud every time we have somebody that steps up and gets involved in the political process. You know, America is of the people, by the people, and for the people, and that means the people have to get out and take action. So Bronson, thank you for what you're doing.
Thank
man.
you for what you do.
You bet.
You got here and helped us. We couldn't have done this without you too. So
Well,
I appreciate it.
you did all the heavy work.
Well, you bring in the people. You
Yeah.
got the following.
Yeah.
So
Good
we
deal.
appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, I'm excited about today. I don't know if they're going to take footage of all this, but you got people lining up, and it's an hour before this thing takes off. So I think there's going to be a big group out here.
I think so too. So Bronson mentioned that you were going to be running for a different office.
Well, I'm currently in the state senate. In fact, since you say you're from Texas, right? Well, I was the first Republican elected by district since the Civil War here in Arkansas in 2010.
Wow.
Literally, it had been over 135 years, actually, or 138 years since a Republican had been elected to that district. And so our state was fully in Democrat control, as Bronson may know, until 2012. 2 years after I got elected, then Republicans took over for the first time since the end of Reconstruction. But I am going to be running for lieutenant governor. I actually will have been in 12 years in the Arkansas Senate, and so I'm looking forward to doing that.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.